Hello and welcome to a video with me, Winner Andrew, with another video of Weekly Andrew, in which I don't really have that much to talk about this week, I think, considering I have actually managed to catch up on anime, considering how much of anime has started airing this week. Did manage to catch up today, but I kind of had an unforeseen distraction during the weekend, which I'll talk about later after I do actually talk about what anime I do actually have something that I want to talk about. So, starting off with the two last anime that I was watching from the previous season, starting with Realist Hero, in which I'll just go ahead and say that actually give a spoiler warning, considering I don't know what else to talk about when it comes to this. Is that's not really spoilers. So, yeah, don't not many times I actually just go ahead and give a spoiler warning, but apparently Alicia's mother has the ability to transfer memories to a person's past self, basically, from what I can tell, going with that there, in which the whole situation and everything, apparently the kingdom of Elfrieden has basically always been on the path to destruction and always falling no matter what. In which the previous time, I guess, she used that ability, which was the first time she married Albert, basically, which would end up being the first time that she ended up getting a child and the longest that the kingdom managed to survive before falling. Which at that point, it of course falling apart, and she goes and does it again, but this time instead of Albert's banishing Soma, basically, or whatever, he does what we've seen in the anime here, in which, yeah, Kingdom is perfectly fine. So, yeah, the Kingdom's managed to escape its path to destruction finally, after who knows how many tries. But all that does explain a lot of the stuff that's happened in the anime, to be honest. It makes things much easier to understand, really, why the king did everything he did, of course. But going back to the previous timeline and everything, I honestly kind of want to see more of that story for that timeline, considering apparently Soma and Licia did manage to survive, considering Soma. But from I'm just going to take a guess that that whole storyline, that timeline, Soma and Licia would have ended up returning to Kingdom, starting a revolution, in which they would win, take back the kingdom, and then at that point then more or less follow the same story we currently have, but there would be a lot more obstacles, and they would all be a lot harder to overcome as well. So, maybe that would actually be a bit more interesting to be honest, but whatever. And also, end of the season here, which is just one season split into two parts, considering I keep seeing people saying that this was season 2 when it's actually just like part 2 of season 1. But yeah, episode ended with a fin, which implies that this is the end. So I'm not exactly sure if we're actually going to get a second season or not, considering that. I honestly do hope it does get a second season, but the way with that episode ending on that, I'm not sure. Considering I don't think I've really seen an anime end with that and still continue. Don't know what the chances are of a season 2. But let's go with no for right now. But that there is the end for Elestiro. So moving on to what I'm just going to call kuroitsu-san, since I honestly don't really know what else to call it. That's just a nice and short name. But this anime was basically just tons of comedy while also being a giant being parody anime, I guess. Don't really know how else to describe it. Super Sentai Power Rangers thing, kind of going on it, I guess. And I did enjoy it a decent bit, in which there was also some fan service throughout the entire thing, of course. But the only really things I have to actually say about things going on in it is, at least at the end, Mitsuki and Matsuyama both actually got a good job. Though it's not that much of a job considering it's just the leader of Agustia, hiring them just for wants to play games with Mitsuki. So, yeah. Not that much of a job, but hey, they actually have a good job or they're not fighting anymore. And also, into the episode there. Did Blader actually finally realize that's who Kuroitsu is? Because, in all honesty, he probably should have realized it a long time ago, but at this point, it should be quite obvious, to say the least. But, yeah, I don't exactly actually have that much else to say about this. It's just something that I did enjoy, to be honest. But, yeah. So, moving on to Magical Record, which aired all 4 episodes of its final season this week, bringing into this whole Magical Record story, apparently, in which we finally got to learn why things are how they currently are, I guess, and why the characters are doing what they are in the last 4 episodes. Which makes things easier to understand, but seriously, why do we have to get this in the first episode of the last season? Yeah. And also, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, at the end of the previous season, I was kind of thinking that it was possible that we would get a somewhat good ending. Then, at least 2 episodes into this, halfway through it, it's like everyone's going to die. Classic Madoka Magica stuff here. But, yeah, overall, this final season with these 4 episodes was not that great. And overall, this whole Magical Records thing wasn't that good, to be honest, I think. But that's me, to be honest. I had a hard time enjoying it considering I was just trying to figure out what exactly was even going on the entire time. Because I was having a hard time trying to figure out what was going on. So, yeah. That's basically all the anime stuff done. So, yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and do this as well. And kind of just show all the anime that I'm going to be watching this season, which is just going to be the seasonal anime on Mal. So anything that's shown as watching or planned to watch is something I'm watching this season, considering not everything has started watching yet, and I don't really know what else to do when it comes to listing everything off here. Because, yeah, it's like 26 anime in total or something. So, yeah. Guess I have to keep trying to talk here while this is scrolling, so, yeah. Next thing, I guess, I'll just go ahead and start talking about right now. That whole distraction during the weekend? Yeah. Our place over on Reddit. Did not expect that to take up my entire weekends, considering I never even heard of it before. Basically spent the entire time just trying to help Noble and Naggz' communities get their little spots on there, in which both of them end up getting wiped off on there like 4 or 5 times. So yeah, that was a bit hard, but at the end they both at least had their spot before that whole whiteout. You know what, just to be honest, that ending with the whiteout, I honestly think was probably a good thing. Because, yeah, made the entire process a bit better considering there's no actual final image. And just browsing, seeing that subreddits for posts, a lot of those final images, yeah, not that great considering like Noble's community there kind of got it their spot secured in like the last hour before the whiteout. They managed to get a spot 1 hour before it ended again. So yeah, a lot of those final images, they're not really there. But a decent amount of my guests are good. But overall, the entire thing with our place, to be honest, I would basically say it is a real time, massively multiplayer, literally, grand strategy game. That's basically what it was. And the whole massively multiplayer thing, saying literally there is because it's literally millions of players on a single map. You can't really get more massively multiplayer than that, I think. Especially when it comes to something like a grand strategy game. Which, to be honest, is what that thing was for the most part. And if you want to actually consider that entire thing a game, it was probably the most played game during the 4 days that it was going. So, yeah. Millions of players equals chaos. Uh, yeah. Also, I think it was Monday or something. Noble's subathon still going even today at 10 days, though I think we're probably going into day 11 when this video is uploaded. If it hasn't ended by then, considering the timer is under 24 hours currently. But yeah, got to play with Noble in Among Us, with one of his subathon goals being to play Among Us with chat. So yeah, first time playing Among Us. And I think I actually did pretty well, considering I did get imposter one of those games, in which I was imposter with Noble, though we did lose. I have no idea why I had sus on me from the get-go, considering I didn't really do anything to warrant being sus. But yeah, got ejected first, but at least managed to get 2 kills beforehand. Remember, that was the first time playing Among Us as an imposter, so I think that's pretty good for me. But overall, it was basically just 5 games, in which 4 of them I actually played in, considering one of them I was trying to actually get my name on there after getting accounts set up and everything. So yeah, 4 games, paused to 1 round with Noble, managed to get 2 kills, still lost. I'm pretty sure Noble basically got all the other kills in that game. But I know there's at least 1 win. Actually, did the imposters even win a single round? I don't actually think what they did. Huh. 3 imposters and 15 players in total. Yeah. But really when it comes to stuff like that, I honestly wish I could actually do that more often. But I don't exactly have that much when it comes to friends to play games with. So that's kind of hard to do, which is annoying. But yeah, with all this whole distraction during the weekend with our place, Noble Subathon, and also Naggz doing his endurance month of Elden Ring, and then also beginning of the anime season and everything, all that added together made it to where I didn't actually really have time to play now and then, or even Lessons in Love, since both of them have an update for me to play. So, yeah, didn't get around to those, but hopefully I can do them this week. Hopefully. And also, I'm apparently getting close to 100 subscribers now. No idea what exactly I'm actually going to do for 100 subscribers, considering I really don't care about how many subscribers I had. Considering if I did actually care, I probably would have stopped making videos a long time ago, considering I've been doing this for years, and I'm only just now getting to 100 subscribers. So, yeah. I literally only make these videos purely just because I want to, and I do enjoy it. And it's even better if people actually do watch and enjoy them themselves. So, yeah. I have no idea what I'm actually going to do for 100 subscribers, but maybe I'll get to 100 subscribers before I actually start doing live streams, considering I still haven't done that. And I can just say that I'm starting doing live streams as the thing for 100 subscribers, I guess. No idea. If I can get two more subscribers in the next week or two, yeah, sure, that can be it, I guess. But, yeah, I guess will be the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.